It's coffee talk with ADIKA. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here with Stefan and all his friends.
You can find us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. You think the internet could keep us away and down? No, 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 no. I made it. I am here. And if it's your first time and you've been waiting, well, subscribe because you know what? I'm taking over. Bam! That's right. Subscribe right over there. What our show is banter, interviews with celebrities and authors, and a lot of great stuff. But today, well, the internet gods weren't with us, but let's do this. Let's grab our coffees, fix our wigs, and get our life together. Sometimes life will take you in different ways and different curves, but don't let it stop you from getting ahead. So this tip's for you. That's right, everybody. A slurp. And thank you, everybody, for being here, cooking with the kid. Thank you for the super chat. It is a beautiful thing to see that because it supports this channel. So thank you. We had a little technical difficulties here. You're right, kid. But thank you very much. We are here, everybody. I am here. You are here. We have a lot of great stuff coming up. So I'll make it up to you. Since we're a little late in Patreon this Friday, we have a special guest coming on. That's right. I am interviewing Joey D from Joey D and the Starlighters. That's right. For our sister channel, Artist on Record. And I will be showing this on YouTube. But we're going to do it uncut. We're going to do it raw and real because this meets The Sopranos, American meets American Bandstand. Joey D had the hit Peppermint Twist. Also, guitar player. You know who is in his band? Joe Pesci, actor Joe Pesci. They're all from Jersey. And Jimi Hendrix was in his band. He's going to tell us all the stories about his new book that's just out. So if you love good old rock and roll stories, and mob stories, it's all here. Wait till you hear this one. All righty. And then we have coming up also on this channel, West Side Stories original, Bernardo George Jacaris. That's right. He has a book out, My West Side Story Memoir, and that'll be coming here. And I'll be doing that, I believe, also in Patreon for you guys to see this. All those links for Patreon are down there. Remember, when you join Patreon, it helps support this channel, but these shows will be uploaded on YouTube. But I am going to interview them live on the air with you guys. Okay, so thank you for all being here. We got Debbie Muller's here, Donnell's here, Therese is here. Thank you all very much. Flavia, good to see you guys here. Man, it's a rough morning. It's a rough morning. But I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, well, we don't have much time because I'm running late and we had a little problems. But please, everybody, tell me who you'd like to see and what's going on. But I'm going to tell you a couple of things that's going on in the world. A little breaking news over here. In the news, top stories today, everybody. It is 7:24 a.m. Sip some coffee. We have good news. We have bad news, we have Russia, they're threatening Ukraine. There's stuff going on there, but we don't need to talk about that. That's just the first thing that popped up over here. We have, let's see, number one Ford truck dealer. We have them advertising over here in the news for you guys. Smokey and the Bandit star, Sally Field. She's opened up about her relationship with Burt Reynolds. Do you remember Smokey and the Bandit? One of my favorite shows. One of my favorite shows over there. And we have, let's see, everybody's over here. Debbie Muller, John Corabi has a new song. Yes, he does. And he has a book coming out. And I have that new song right here because Corabi sent it to me. And we're going to bring Corabi on the show as a guest for you guys because he's one of the best. Good morning, Lindsay. Good to see you. Very nice to see you. Hope you and the family are doing well. I'm looking at Joe Basher's here. Good to see Joe Basher. Nice to see everybody over here in the morning. Well, I'm glad you're here. You know what? At least we could get together and talk a little. Why not? It's the morning over here. And maybe by you, it's not the morning. But you know what? Let's make it the morning because you're with me, Stefan ADIKA, your YouTube sensation. All right. So now let's see what else we got. Laura G, thank you for the hearts, hon. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Even when the technical difficulties happen, I'm still here with you. Okay. Let's see what else is going on in entertainment. That's what I like to know. I like to know what's going on in entertainment. Let's see. Um, oh, right here, very sad, very sad. Actress from the Saints of Newark and Seinfeld, Catherine Cates, had passed away at the age 73. That's very sad. If you guys don't know who Catherine Cates is, she also appeared in Orange is the New Black, Seinfeld, Law and Order. Um, Passed away at the age 73. Yeah, let's think about her right there. She's a very nice lady. Okay, give you a little news in the morning, really quick, because I am had one of those mornings and we're not going to be here long, and I apologize. So please, please forgive me. Let's see some of the comments. What is everybody saying? Let's see. Debbie's all thrilled about Karabi. Put some questions in there. Come on, let's talk. Okay. Very thrilled about Karabi. Okay. Cooking with the kid. It's gonna be 20s in Florida. That's right, Saturday. Okay. Okay. Florida's gonna have 20s over there. All righty. Let's see what else we got over here in the news. What about Meatloaf? Howard Stern is talking about Meatloaf. He urges Meatloaf's family to speak out on the thingy, after his passing, on the what can you call the VAX? I can't even say these words anymore. How are you supposed to do a show if you can't say these words? See, Howard Stern's talking about it. Let's see what the article says. I might have to skip over words. Howard Stern is calling on Meatloaf's family to speak out on, oh, you can't even say the word, the stuff that they put in you, the serum, whatever you want to call it, following the rock icon's death earlier this month. Meatloaf died in January 20th. TMZ reported at the time the singer had been seriously ill with the thingy, and that his condition quickly became critical. It's unknown at this time whether or not Meatloaf was, that word, I put it in the chat, so I can't, because I don't want to say it. The word that I'm looking for, if Meatloaf was, hold on, that's how we got talking code here. Hold on. That should work right there. If Meatloaf was that word right there. See, they're not saying if Meatloaf was, that word. Oh, Debbie, I love you. Thank you. God bless you and the family. Thank you for that. That was very sweet of you. Thank you so much, Debbie. So now let's go back to the word over here. That's the word. The word. You can't even say it. The word. I'll be putting words in here. So back to what I was saying. TMZ reported at the time that the singer had been seriously ill with the thingy, and his condition was unknown, but they're not sure if Meatloaf was that word. Oof. The singer challenged the thingy mandates in an August 2021 interview with the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, saying, I hug people in the middle of, there's another word. Let's put this word in there. We got to talk code here, people. Okay, right here. And talk code to you cats. Okay, because you got that right there. So he's saying in that word right there, I hug people in the middle of that word. I understood stopping life for a little while, but they cannot continue to stop life because of politics. And right now they're stopping life because of politics. Poor guy. When the interviewer replied, oh God, we're being controlled by everybody, Meatloaf responded, yeah, I know, but not me. If I die, I die. I'm not going to be controlled. All righty. So that's what's going on right there, everybody. That thing. Look who's in the news. Sex Pistols co-founder Glenn Matlock signs up worldwide solo deal with Universal Music Group. You know what? I think since I see him in the news, I'll reach out to him. We'll get him on the show. He's a good guy. You got to check this out. Sex Pistols co-founder Glenn Matlock has signed a worldwide solo deal with Universal Music. Under the terms of the deal, Matlock, who has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, will release a new album described as a timely and politically matter in 2022. All right. So I am over the moon to have signed a Universal Music Group with Universal Music Group, who will be releasing my brand spanking new album. I can't wait to get cracking with the team, Matlock said in a statement. Watch this space. All righty. That's great. And as people, if you don't know who Glenn Matlock is, as a founding member of the Sex Pistols, Matlock is responsible for some of the world's most iconic punk anthems like Anarchy in the UK, God Save the Queen, and Pretty Vacant. That's right, he did. He wrote those songs for the Sex Pistols, and we had him on the show, and I will make sure he's back here, everybody. All righty. Let's see some of the stuff up here. Yeah, Breck, I kind of agree with you. Well, now he died, Laura G. You're right. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Let's see some of the stuff here. I always thought it was not over. Let's see. You're dumb just talking about it. Let's see. Well, you know what? The poor guy right now, Meatloaf, you know what? His family is very sad, but this is what happens. You can't mess around with this thingy. Okay, that's what's going on in the news right now, people. Also, I can't even talk about the news. It's crazy. Let's see. Oh, in the news also, somebody else who has the thingy right here. Breaking news right here. Check this out. I'll write the word in capitals. This thing right here, because we don't want to talk about it. Elton John is disappointed that he has to reschedule shows after testing positive for that word right there. That's right, Elton John. Poor guy. Yeah, Elton John has it. Hi, everyone. I wanted to send a message to let you know I have contracted that thing, and so I have to reschedule my shows in Dallas. If you have tickets, you'll be contacted with new dates really soon. All right, Elton John is, I guess, not feeling so good. But Elton, I hope you feel better. Right there. There's a little Elton John. Okay, everybody, there's some of the news. What's going on? Let's get that word out of there. All righty, we put some news on there really quick, everybody. My cousin Marlon signed to Universal Music Group in Germany. Cousin Marlon, congratulations. All righty, what's over here? Cooking with the Kid, Matlock. He liked Matlock. Okay, everybody, we had a rough morning this morning, and I'm very sorry that it's not the typical show, but I appreciate you guys being here. But we get to chat with each other. We get to hear some news with each other. And it's that time, Oh, you're dumb too. Tested positive last week. Feel better. Watch our old episodes. Dr. G tells everybody what to do. And he has a little protocol system. And you could check him out on IG Mondays live, and you can ask him some questions on Instagram. And also, we'll be back here Monday, 7 a.m. And we'll have Dr. G on the show. So if you have any questions, any medical things you need to know about the thingy, and you don't want to know how to handle it while you're not feeling so good, he'll be here to talk to you and make you feel better, because we have our own doctor on the show every Monday. It's the Doctor Zone, and he's here to help you all, which is a beautiful thing. But I hope you feel better. All righty. All right, everybody. Well, you know what, you guys, you're in the chat. You're strong. You know what I love about you guys? We had internet problems, and it was running late today, but you guys were all talking with each other in the chat. And that's really special, to see you guys are getting along and playing nice with each other and care about each other. And that's exactly what I want this channel to be. I want it to be an experience where people feel like, you know what? We're friends here. We could talk with each other. Because sometimes things go left, things go right. But you guys keeping it together and strong, I thank you. And from the bottom of my heart, you can get this and you get that, but building a community here is really important to me. So thank you for doing that and sticking to that. All right. Okay, everybody. We are family. We love you. We won't leave you, Stefan. Thank you. Hugs to everybody. Teresa, that's right. Dr. G is wonderful. Let's see. Over here, Joe Basher, we're family. Thank you very much. Breck, ADIKA, you should bring German in Venice on your show sometime. You should bring German in Venice on your show sometime. I don't know that show, Breck. I definitely will check that out. German in Venice on your show. Thank you for that tip. I would love to. I want to interview some great people. Actually, before we get out of here, I want to share you something right here. I have, and I'm working on now, and I'll share this with you really quick. Okay, hold on. Little peek sneaky. I have a great guy that came on, and I had technical difficulties with this one too. Wasn't him. It was me. Let's see if I could share this with you really quick before we get out of here. This is up and coming. Okay, everybody. And let's see if I get my computer. Let's just bear with me. Right here, everybody, I got to bring in the fabulous. Right? Ricky
And
Rocket
he brought this up because
Poison,
I'm going to take all this and we're going to
See right there. So we had a little problems talking, but I want to share this with you. Ricky, if you don't know Ricky, he's in the band. He's the original drummer for Poison, founding member, and that's me and Ricky. And Ricky is going to talk a little bit about Poison. He's going to talk about it. He has a YouTube show as well. Let's see if we can get some of this over here. Okay, I didn't edit this.
That to happen. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, so we have this alien race that comes to visit us, and they have incredible.
See, Ricky's talking about his show right here, just to catch everybody up. It's an urban legends type show on YouTube. And Ricky, what he does, he'll check out abandoned homes. He'll check out stories about like Ouija boards. It's almost In Search Of, the old show from the 70s, Leonard Nimoy. He's in search of a Bigfoot, which is really funny. Let's see if I can find the episode he talks about Bigfoot. And then really quick.
Right? I'm sure
In the middle of the night, those gunshots, nobody's getting out. It's crazy.
Houses are not that far apart.
Hold on, we're talking about the Amityville Horror here. So this is pretty cool. Hold on, you guys.
I've just always loved that stuff. And so when I was doing
Bogey Creek, then I felt like right here. If you want to know about Poison, check. If you want to know about Poison, check out Artist on Record. You'll love it. Subscribe, share it. Just be it, okay? And you'll hear all the good stories about Poison and other great rock and roll tales from Ricky right there. But Ricky, your show, it's urban legends, spooky stories, everything that I love. You just did an episode with the legend of Bigfoot. And let me tell you something. Bigfoot used to scare the hell out of me. So anybody, whoever's watching this, you got to check Ricky's show out. Deserted Places. It's everything that I love. You mentioned Legend of Bogey Creek. And I told you earlier, scariest film when I was a kid. I went to the theaters. Then I go home. And in the clip, the guy's on the toilet. The hand goes through the wall. I can never go to the bathroom in my place in Brooklyn. I was scared out of my mind.
Still holding it, right?
I'm still holding. I'm 50. Ricky, I'm 54. I need therapy about it. I'm 50. But so I'm watching your show. And then, because we met in passing, you and I, but I never really spoke to you like this. It's clubs. You can't talk to people. I'm watching. I go, oh my God, he knows Bogey Creek. And then I felt like we're friends. I felt like you were my buddy. So everybody who's watching this, you got to watch his show. I'll put the links for it down below in our description. But man, how did you first get involved with the whole YouTube? It's kind of if you guys, it's In Search Of a little bit, Nimoy. It's great. It's all this great fun stuff that I love. You know, how did you get?
I've totally I started loving monsters and all that kind of stuff when I was little. I begged my mom, please, can I stay up and watch something, whatever scary movie was on. So I'd build all the models of the Wolfman and Dracula and the Mummy.
Hunchback. Great.
So I loved all that stuff. And then of course I was lucky enough to have grown up in the golden age of horror. And I mean that magic part of the 70s when there was big budgets and big directors and big cinematographers doing things like The Exorcist and The Changeling and Ghost Story with Fred Astaire and all those kinds of things.
Great film.
So I've just always loved that stuff. And so when I was doing started to do YouTube, I wasn't even sure what to do. But when we were in Texarkana, Texas, there was, I'm sure you've heard the legend of the claw hand. Many people just hear about these two people that went out parking and they run out of gas and then, you stay here, honey, I'll go get some gas. And then he never comes back. And, there's variations of the story, but he's like chopped up, hanging from a tree, and his nails are scraping along the roof every time the wind would blow. Various versions of this, right? Well, the real clawhand murder actually happened there. And there were several. He was a serial killer. And then they did a movie about it called The Phantom Killer because he wore a bag over his head, like a sack, with two holes cut out. Very scary stuff. So I did that and it got a lot of traction. And I was like, wait a minute. I get to go all over the country, and on days off, I can go check out these local urban legends because every town has.
That's Ricky, and that's Ricky talking. And now you want to know about his show? Let me show you a little scene from Ricky's show, really quick, everybody. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can show this to you. If I can do this right now, I don't know if I can. Let's see. Let's see, we could share here, share screen. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to show you guys something, Ricky.
Or how I present this information here, it will surely be disagreed with and debated. So, is Bigfoot a cryptid urban legend or a real mammal or something else? Oh, and by the way, though commonly associated with Bigfoot, the Yeti is an entirely different entity, I think. I go back to my youth when a bunch of us kids went to a matinee movie in my hometown of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. We were all fired up thinking we were cool being able to go to a movie without our parents. We all got a small allowance and quickly bought Milk Duds and popcorn and anything else that probably amped us up on sugar. The movie that was showing was called The Legend of Boggy Creek.
That's the movie that scared
As
me,
it
everybody.
rolled, many of the kids continued to laugh and act silly and just have fun. But I began to silently sink into my seat and be consumed by the film in wonder and amazement. The movie centered around the supposed existence of the so-called folk monster, a 10-foot ape creature that attacked livestock and stunk terribly in the Arkansas swamps. True or not, it felt raw and real. And it has recently been restored in 4K, by the way.
If you have a utility
Wow,
meter
everybody.
like
Okay,
this on
so
the side of
let me stop the screen sharing right there. Everybody, that's Ricky's show, the legend, that Legend of Bigfoot, the episode. And what you can do is go on Ricky Rocket's Urban Legend. Check it out. I put a link there. Copy and see if you can copy and paste that. Subscribe. Go on the wall of the Legends of Bigfoot. Tell him that Stefan was talking about your channel, ADIKA Alive, and you're here from our show. And you know what? Not that he needs my help. It's a lot of fun, his show. You'll love it. A lot of urban legends right on the wall on the Bigfoot thing. Tell him you're from ADIKA show. He sent you. Subscribe, and you know what? Enjoy it if you love that stuff. I do. It's very eerie, Debbie. Very eerie. Let's see. Let's see over here. You know, and also the Yeti, Bigfoot. It was one of those stories that scared me as a kid. So when I scrolled on his wall and seen that he was talking about that, I was scared. That interview is a casual conversation. There's not really much ritz or glitz to it. It was really just us talking raw. But I will be putting the morning episode about him talking about the show on here, and I'll talk about the Poison episode. It'll be on Artist on Record. We talk about Poison's first record and a lot of who was going to be the guitar player in Poison, a very famous guitar player. That will be all on Artist on Records. Okay, everybody. It's the witching hour. I have to get out of here. My cup is running empty. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that I could the eerie music in the background, Laura G. Right, scary. I love it. I love it. He does a great job editing, so he has a really fun show. But you know what? Not as fun as our show because you guys are special. You make it happen. I love you. And everybody, please, if you're looking for something cozy, get a Coffee Talk sweatshirt. By buying one of these, going to the store, it supports the show. So get something from me, something warm and cozy in the morning, and get something to help this show to keep it rocking and rolling. I appreciate everybody. I love you. And make sure you check out Ricky over here, Ricky Rocket. All righty. Have a question for Ricky? Put it in the comments down below. We're going to bring Ricky back for some more stuff too. Until then, everybody, we are getting out of here. I love you. And hit that bell to be reminded. Let's keep the chat going strong. Put your comments down below. We got to talk a little bit. I wasn't going to let you guys down. I kept the show going on. Well, kind of a show. But you were the star of the show. And I thank you very much. And remember, subscribe, hit the bell to be reminded. We have a lot of great guests coming up here. As I was telling you guys in the beginning, we have George Jacaris from West Side Story, the original Bernardo. He's going to be coming on the show. He has a new book. And this Friday, in Patreon, the full episode, if you're friends of Joey D and the Starlight, is the Peppermint Twist. You like The Sopranos meets American Bandstand? You want to hear the real inside scoop? You're going to hear it from this guy right here. Actually, on the back of the book, a couple of his friends say some nice things. Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees, Frankie Valli from the Four Seasons. We got Ronnie Spector from the Ronettes, who just passed away. She goes, it all started out for the Ronettes and me while we were waiting in line outside to get into the hottest club in the Northern Hemisphere, the Peppermint Lounge. The manager comes out and mistakes us for the dancers he hired. He walks us inside right to the bandstand. I'll always be there for Joey no matter what, because that's where I started. I'm so proud to be part of the Joey D review. It all started from me, Ronnie Spector. Be My Baby. That's what she wrote there. Very sweet. Frankie Avalon. We have Julian Lennon, John Lennon's son, because that's another thing I forgot to mention. The Beatles opened up for Joey D and the Starlighters. So we're going to hear all those stories from Joey himself. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Alrighty. And until then, everybody, I love you. Thank you all for being here. We got some good stuff coming down the rabbit hole. The hearts. I love it. Those hearts mean so much. Love you. Oh, Laura G, love you too. Thank you so much. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, everybody. Until then, we are out of here, children. Be good to each other. Subscribe. Share our channel out. Let's build this. I don't want to live in a tent. I need your support. I love you. Now it's time for me to rock and roll. Who loves you, baby? We do. Bam.
It's coffee talk with ADIKA. Nothing rhymes with that but chicken tikka. We name drop here with Stefan and all his friends.
Hi there. Remember one thing, I need your help. If you want to see more episodes like this, or maybe something that you have not seen, like maybe a great episode like that one right there, well, click on the box that pops up over here, right here. It's a great episode. I promise you're going to love it. And also, subscribe. I really would appreciate that. Okay. Until then, everybody, I love you. Thank you for your support. We'll see you Monday on Coffee Talk. And if you want to hear more comments and chat with each other, do that down below. And if you think we should do another episode of Coffee Talk Go more during the week, put those comments down below. I would love your feedback. But just remember, who loves you, baby? We do. Love you.